Hi, I'm Rob from Rob's Been Running. I hope you are doing well, staying safe and training hard. Well, we are fully immersed in autumn running now, and this is one of my favourite times of the year to run. You know, it's nice and cool so you don't get hot. The trees have got orange and red leaves. It's beautiful in the forest. Yeah, it's an absolute dream to run through the forest at this time of year and train around the Epping Forest area where we live. But anyway, with obviously being in November now, and we are 14th of November today as I'm recording this. We are coming closer and closer to Christmas. I know, it's come around quick, isn't it? So yeah, I thought it would be a really good time to start thinking about Christmas presents. And I know everyone's like panicking at that, but yeah, it's coming around quick. And of course, with the end of the year, you get end of year sales, and you know, a lot of the shoe manufacturers are starting to get their new shoes ready for next year, and you know, so all of the sales are there to be had, and you got to be quick because the sales, you know, you run out of size pretty quick in the sales. But I thought I would do a little bit of the homework for you so that you didn't have to do it. And I've come up with a list of trail shoes for men and women, and some of the bargains that I've found out on the old World Wide Web. So without further ado, let's get into the list now, and we're starting off with the men, and this is the Hoka Speedgoat 6. Okay, the Hoka Speedgoat, very popular brand, or model of shoe, should I say. Been around for ages. Needs to say, probably struggled at times to live up to the early hype, particularly the Speedgoat 3. And you know, we've gone through the later iterations. Hoka isn't the type of shoes that I tend to run in. I have wide feet and they don't really fit my feet that well. But I probably will have another go at the Speedgoat at some point. But the Speedgoat 6 has been received very well this year. It's got good reviews in general, and it's a very versatile shoe, so good for all times of the year, really. Particularly on long runs and ultras. This shoe, obviously true to Hoka style, has got plenty of cushioning, so plenty of the soft stuff, if that's what you like when you're running on the trails. So we have a 4mm drop, which is one of my favourite drops. 4 to 6mm drop I love. So this shoe's got a 4mm drop. We have a soft midsole for comfort over distance, as I said. We've got 5mm lugs from the good old Vibram Mega Grip, so it's going to keep you on your feet in slippery stuff, and obviously nicely gripped on the wet stuff as well. So whether you're traversing wet mud, whether you're on rocky surfaces, whether you're on tree roots, this shoe should give you all-round grip. So yeah, pretty good versatile shoe, and it's been made for a perfect mixed terrain. So whether you're coming off of road to trail, or whether you're going on muddy trail, or whether you're on sandy trail, or you name it, this should cover it. So yeah, that's my first pick, is the Hoka Speedgoat 6. And in the notes below, you will see links to all of these shoes. So yeah, try and snap up a pair for yourself. At the moment, you can get them on the trade-in website for £110, so that's a pretty good saving on their original RRP. Okay, shifting on to the ladies now, well, men and women actually. We're going to do both. And let's start with the ladies first, and we are going to be looking at the Merrell Agility Peak 5. Now, this shoe has gone down incredibly well this year. It was one of the standout shoes of the year, I believe. Certainly from my point of view, very versatile shoe again. I think you'll find most of the shoes in this rundown are relatively versatile. So it's a versatile shoe. It's got 6mm drop, so again, good drop. Good for long distance running. You've got some good cushioning, but also, rather than the difference between this and the Hoka is this has quite a lot of stability with it as well. So it's not as soft as the Hoka, but the midsole is still nicely cushioned, but it's going to give you a good stable ride. So good in technical terrain, so you should be fine on that. Again, you've got 5mm lugs from a Vibram Mega Grip outsole, so perfect for grippy stuff, perfect for a British winter. So yeah, good versatile shoe for that, and as I said, perfect for a mixture of terrains as well. Now, for the ladies, you can pick this shoe up now for $69.99. I've seen that on sportshoes.com. So again, links in the description below. Go and check those out. And also for the men, so again, the Merrell Agility Peak 5 has been a great shoe for the men this year. Exactly the same stats. We've got 5mm lug again, we've got 6mm drop. Perfect for a mixture of terrains. It's going to give you a good, solid, steady shoe for ultra distance running or trail running, whatever it is you want to do. Not so cheap for the men. You're going to pick that shoe up for £92, and I found that on runningexpert.com. So again, link in the description below, but you've got to be quick because the sizes do go quick when they're in the sale. So, but that's a good saving off the original price of the Merrell Agility Peak 5. Right, onwards and upwards. Okay, so next on the list, we are going for one of my most running shoe brands. Well, I've ever running. It's my standard go-to Saucony. And it is, of course, the Saucony Xodus Ultra, but this is version number 2. So not the 3 that came out this year. This is number 2, and this had the same midsole as the number 1. So it was probably one of the most comfortable shoes I've ever run in. The 2, in my opinion, didn't have as good an upper as the 1. I thought it broke down a bit quick, but having said that, very, very comfortable shoe, a very, very good shoe for running ultra distances not on. And yeah, incredibly versatile. So this shoe has a 6mm drop. It's very, very comfortable, as I said, for long distance running. You've got a 4.5mm in the lugs, in the outsole of the shoe. Not great in the mud, but when you're going for long distance races, over a mixed terrain, mixed underfoot conditions, you probably end up sacrificing a little bit of grip in order for the comfort, and I would say that that's the case with this shoe as well. So the 4.5mm lug will see you good over most terrains. Just be careful with Saucony shoes on wet rock, but otherwise pretty good all-round shoe. So yeah, it's a pretty good bargain as well. So for the men, you can pick this shoe up now on trading.com for £78.99. So that is almost half price. So good time to pick up a bargain there. I mean, as it was, the Saucony Exodus Ultra 1 was selling for over a year after it was replaced with the 2. And I think the 2 will also be selling for another year as well, even when the Xodus Ultra 4 comes out next year at some point. So yeah, perfect for a bargain. And let's move on to the next one. And this shoe is one that we have just recently reviewed. So let's crack on to that one now. Right, so we are now going to be talking about a shoe for men and women. And as I said just now, it's one that we've recently reviewed. So obviously we must be talking about the Inov8 Trailfly. This shoe came out earlier this year, and you'd have known if you'd watched the video, my recent review on that I was incredibly late to the party with reviewing this shoe, just because no time and what have you. So yeah, it was good to finally get it out on my feet, and I'm really enjoying that shoe at the moment. And obviously it's the latest Trailfly shoe from Inov8, which is great because you're getting the current release shoe at a nicely discounted price. So that could be the perfect Christmas present for ladies and for men. So just a quick recap on that shoe. It is made for drier trails, so not for the mud, so do be careful when you're running in muddy conditions with that shoe. It does have a nice 6mm drop, so comfortable when you're doing distance. It's a good mid to long range shoe, I would say. I am probably going to be running my next Ultra in it, having said that, which is 100 miles, so we'll see how well I fare up with my feet on that. But I am finding that the midsole cushioning is giving me plenty of protection. It feels good. I'm getting good responsiveness out of that midsole, so it's looking good for now, I would say. The toe box is incredibly roomy because of the anatomical design of the shoe. It has the same sort of design as an Altra shoe, so incredibly comfortable in the toe box, so which makes it really good for ultra distances. You've only got a 4mm lug on the outsole of that shoe, so you do need to consider that when you're going out for your run and where you're going to be running and the types of underfoot conditions that you're going to be running on. But still, I've found it to be pretty grippy so far, so not bad. And that graphene grip on the outsole from Inov8 means that it should be very, very, very durable. So you should get some good longevity out of this shoe. It's tipped as a road to trail shoe. I think it's a little bit more versatile than that. You know, it's not going to cope with sopping wet, soggy mud, you know, where you need a mud talon or something for that. But as long as it's not too muddy, you should be pretty good on that type of surface. And of course, on other surfaces, Inov8 did update the graphene grip to make it more grippy on the wet stuff as well. So you should be fine now on wet rock and tree roots and things like that. But yeah, if you know better than that, then yeah, leave a comment in the below, and yeah, let me know how you get on with those shoes. So you can pick those shoes up for men and women now from the Inov8 website for a small sum of £91. So that's a great reduction on the original price, which I believe was £130. So yeah, not bad. Right, on to the next one, and again we're going for another anatomical foot-shaped shoe. So let's crack on now. Okay, the next shoe in the list is a zero drop shoe. Zero drop shoes are not for everybody, but they definitely do have a loyal following, and there are plenty seasoned trail runners who live and die by their zero drop shoes. So we are going to focus on the Altra Lone Peak 8, which is the current model, I believe. Yeah, I think it is the current model, Lone Peak 8. Of the Altra shoe of their Lone Peak range, and yeah, I mean, it's an incredibly popular shoe. A lot of the Altra shoes are, as I said, they do have a very loyal following, and they have an anatomical foot shape as well, like Topo shoes do as well, and obviously like the Trailfly that we just mentioned as well. Obviously the difference being Trailfly and Topo both do have a drop, and the Altra shoes do not. So you're going to get the same cushioning depth at the back on the heel as you are on the forefoot of the shoe. So a bit more like running barefoot, but with some grip and a little bit of cushioning in the way as well. So though these do have a nice roomy toe box, as I said, perfect for longer distances. They are made for dry trails. You do only get a 3mm lug on the bottom of these shoes, but if you're purchasing a shoe that you're going to be using in the spring, summer next year, and you want to get a bargain, then now might be the time to purchase that shoe. This shoe that we're looking at today is for women, and you can pick up the shoe on the trade-in website for $88.99, so just under £90, which is not a bad price for this type of shoe. As I said, it's a good shoe. It's made for those kind of like middle distances, so it's a moderate cushion in there, but yeah, if you are a true trail runner or maybe a mountain runner, then this could be the perfect type of shoe for you. And if you're an Ultra Lone Peak fan, then why wouldn't you? Right, okay, on to the next one, and the next one is probably not a brand I'd find myself drawn to, but hey, the price is good, so let's crack on with that one now. Okay, we're back with the men, and we are going to go over the Nike Pegasus Trail 5. Now, I am not a massive Nike Trail fan at all. I think their shoes do struggle. For trail, they are definitely one of these brands, I think, and they would shoot me for saying this, but that try to take a road shoe and stick some grips on the bottom and hope that it's going to work on the trails, which is obviously not the case, and quite often their shoes do not work very well on the trails. But the Nike Pegasus does have a very loyal following of trail runners, mainly because it's comfort. It is an incredibly comfortable shoe. I've not run in it. I have tried the one on though. They are incredibly comfortable, it has to be said. And as I said earlier in the video, if you are doing long distance running, you do tend to sacrifice certain things in order to have a comfortable run, basically. And in this case, you are definitely sacrificing grip, because there's only 3.2mm lugs on this shoe. So it's not made for winter running really at all. It's made for dry trails. And it's also made as a transitioning shoe, so from road to trail. So if you are doing a trail that's running a race, that's only running on light trails, or the training that you do is predominantly road to trail, gravel, that type of stuff, then this shoe would work absolutely fine for that. It does have a roomy toe box as well, which is good, so which means longer distances it copes well with that. The upper's quite durable, I would say, as well on this shoe, and the overall prize, I guess, for this shoe, the top star quality of this shoe is its comfort, and that's what everybody swears by. People I know running the Nike Pegasus trail shoe swear by the comfort. So yeah, you can pick that up on sportsdirect.com, and you can get that for a nice sum of £92. Okay, we are down to the final shoe in this little video of discounted trail shoes, and it's back to the shoe that I first started running in when I started trail running, and that's the Saucony Peregrine, and we are going through the Saucony Peregrine 14. So this is the latest version of the Saucony Peregrine. The Peregrine's a great shoe, loved the shoe. I didn't like loved number 10. I didn't like version 11 at all. 12 got better, but for me was too close to the Saucony Xodus, and I couldn't see the point in both shoes really. I thought they were very, very similar. So I haven't run in a Peregrine for a while. I probably will get the next version and give that one a go, depending on what they do with it. So we'll see. We'll wait for that to come out, and then if it's looking good, then we will do a review of that shoe next year. But so the Peregrine 14, again, perfect drop for me, 4mm drop, really good, really nice, comfortable ride. 5mm lugs, so you're going to get plenty of grip. The Peregrine's always had very good lugs, very good grip on multiple surfaces. Again, that Saucony rubber wasn't previously so good on wet rock, but I know they've updated that now, so this shoe should be fine on that. It has been made for a mixture of terrain, so you'll be absolutely fine running through the winter months in that, and into the spring next year. And it's good for mid to long distance runs. So my first Ultra was a 50k, like most people's. It handled the Peregrine 10 that I was running at the time, handled that very, very well, very comfortable. Would I do a 100 miler in it? Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. But certainly I would go to 50 miles and maybe 100k in a Peregrine. So I think they are very comfortable for that type of distance. The shoe has got good stability, good ground feel connection, and good protection around the toe box and from a good toe bumper. And of course, because it's a Saucony shoe, you do get their durable rock plate in there, which is what I love about Saucony shoes. I think all trail shoes should have rock plates, in my personal opinion, just because why not? You know, why would you want to jeopardize your race or your long run because a stone has gone through into the bottom of your foot and it's painful? So yep, that's my view on things like on rock plates, sorry. So I've put here, you can get this shoe if for men, you can get this shoe in a mixture of price ranges. I've seen it at £79.99 and I've seen it at £90.99. I've put a couple of links in the description for you. One was for sportshoes.com and the other one is for trading.com, where you can get various sizes and various prices of this shoe. So, you know, click around, have a look at the different colours, because the price seems to go up and down based upon which colour you pick. So it might not necessarily be the most popular colour that you get, but you still get the same shoe, and you're getting a bit of a bargain, because these shoes have been discounted quite heavily from their original RRP. But that obviously means the Saucony Peregrine 15 will be coming out soon. But so yeah, I hope that that's been of use for you. If you're buying for somebody else as well, then hopefully you'll save a little bit of money. As I said, Christmas is coming up. I can't believe that we're only 5 weeks away or whatever it is from Christmas. It's going super quick. The year feels like it's running away from us a little bit. But hey, it's also a fun time as well. So I'm a big Christmas fan. We've got some Christmas stuff up already in the flat. And we're adding to that every month. So every week, sorry. So that's, yeah, I love this time of year. And yeah, excited to see what the running adventures bring through the next few weeks leading up till Christmas. But I hope you found that useful. If you did, please like, share, subscribe and all of the good stuff. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you on the channel soon. So train hard, race hard, have fun. Until next time, I will see you soon.